Okay, well, thank you very much. Ito po si Nico Fabian. Once again, nandito po tayo sa NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. And today, it's May 3rd na po, no? Sabado. And I hope everything is running smoothly sa mga buhay ninyo po. And it's just a matter of 9 more days before the midterm election dyan po sa Pilipinas. And it is very obvious na busy talaga ang mga kandidato natin, no? National candidate as well ang mga kandidato para sa mga local position. Midterm election na po sa May 12. And alam natin po na as we approach sabihin natin itong midterm election, now busy ang COMELEC, busy ang mga botante, at saka busy din ang mga kandidato campaigning to get itong sabihin natin ang suporta sa mga voters dyan po sa Pilipinas. Vote according to your conscience, ha? Huwag natin kalimutan. Vote according to your conscience. And this time around, Sabado ngayon, I will share with you some footages regarding ang sitwasyon dyan po sa Pilipinas, as well as kung mayroon tayo mga latest updates tungkol sa sitwasyon ni Tatay Digong dyan po sa Netherlands or sa ICC, International Criminal Court Detention Center. Okay, to start with, nag-announce na ang authorities, ang mga police, no? That starting noon time kanina, May 3, on full alert na sila po until May 15, hanggang matapos ang eleksyon, na full alert ang mga police natin, and to make sure that the midterm election will be run smoothly, peacefully, and orderly. Na kailangan din ang mga Filipinos, no? Be it voters as well as non-voters, let us cooperate with our local authorities, uniformed men, so that everything will run smoothly during the polling day. From now onwards hanggang sa polling day, that will be on May 12. And narinig natin po na ang COMELEC is also very busy, and they already enforced or implemented ang ban yun sa mga ayuda, no? Effective yesterday, May 2nd, hanggang May 12 po, walang ayuda. Ang mga kandidato, they cannot give any financial assistance or any kind of assistance in terms of goods or anything. From May 2nd hanggang May 12 po. This will be a violation po sa COMELEC rules and regulations po. Alright, let's start with our program by giving you, bigyan natin po ang some news which I managed to get it from the mainstream media dyan sa Pilipinas. As what I said, sinabi ko po sa vlogging ko yesterday, na if you don't toe the line with this Marcos team, then you have to dance with the music. And karamihan ng mga Filipinos, based on the social media and some news coming out from the mainstream media po, narinig natin na, or it was officially announced, na ang anak ni Tatay Digong, ang former president ng Pilipinas, si Rodrigo Roa Duterte, ang anak niya, si Congressman or Representative Paulo Duterte, he was left with grave threats and physical injuries complaint. Ito na ba? Sinabi natin, nakumpisa po kay Tatay Digong, ang mga supporters ni Tatay Digong, kagaya ni Pastor Kibuloy, identified the very strong supporters of Tatay Digong. Dumating na po ang sabihin natin ang impeachment trial, impeachment of Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. Tapos ito po mga different kinds of sabihin natin, ano ba ito? Mga complaints, to make things difficult for the Dutertes, and anybody identified will be Dutertes, with the Dutertes, then they have to be very careful po. Kasi, ang opponent nila is election na ito po, according to the supporters of Duterte, na they are trying to find fault po, no? And punish those who are openly talking against the, sabihin natin, allegedly against the administration or Marcos administration. That's why every time may ano sila, then kung nakita ang Marcos administration na kaya mag-file a case against them, then they will do that. So ingat-ingat lang, no? Ingat-ingat lang mga supporters ng DDS or mga supporters ni Tatay Digong. In fact, maskin mga vloggers, no? Maskin mga vloggers, you remember ang TRICOM ng Congress the other day or last year, early this year, they started conducting itong hearing to regulate ang mga vloggers, social media vloggers dyan sa Pilipinas, accordingly because of fake news. So nobody wants fake news. Yes, of course, I myself, I don't want fake news because it will not only destroy ang mga leaders natin, ang mga leaders, our leaders, elected leaders and government officials po, no? But it will also hamper the implementation of, sabihin natin, development or development projects dyan pa sa Pilipinas, and it will destroy also the reputation of the administration or the government, ang gobyerno natin po, because of this fake news. So nobody wants fake news. No? Nobody wants, that's very clear. Nobody wants fake news. But we have to identify and make it very clear po how to sabihin natin differentiate non-fake news and fake news. Non-fake news and fake news. As of this press time, I believe ang Kongreso natin who is carrying out itong hearing, Congressional TRICOM, carrying out this hearing, until now they did not clearly identify ang meaning of fake news. So, nagiging still controversial issue po itong fake news issue or ongoing hearing coming from the TRICOM or Congressional TRICOM hearing dyan sa Kongreso. Anyway, nandito po ang news that I want to pass to you regarding ang anak ni Tatay Digong, si Representative Paulo Duterte. He was slapped with grave threats, physical injuries. Nandito po. Let's listen to this news article published dyan po sa Pilipinas, ang media outlet called Inquirer.net. A complaint for grave threats and physical injuries has been filed against Davao City 1st District Representative Paulo Duterte. The Department of Justice, DOJ, confirmed Friday or yesterday. Prosecutor General Richard Anthony Fadulon said the DOJ's main office in Manila received the complaint. It was filed by a certain Criston John Patria from Davao City. Kikireduce po. In other words, ang DOJ natin, Department of Justice, according to them, yesterday, Friday, that they received this complaint coming from a certain Criston John Patria from Davao City. Ano ba itong complaint? It took the complainant almost 3 months to file the complaint for an incident that happened in February 23, 2005 in a bar along Bo Obero in Davao City. Barangay Obero ba ito? Alright? So, ang insidente po, it happened last February 23 pa. Pero ngayon lang po, ngayon lang nag-file ang case, ha? Nag-file ang complaint sa DOJ, no? Ano ba ito? Is this another politically motivated? Huh? Is this another politically motivated? You cannot blame if people will think that it is another maneuvering a tactic carried out by the opponents of the Dutertes po. Dahil malapit na, is another 9 days more before we are going to have our midterm election. And apparently, nakikita natin based on political surveys dyan po sa Pilipinas, that ang team ng Duterte is gaining momentum now against the team of Marcos. Ang team of Marcos, they're known as the Alyansa para sa Bagong Pilipinas, while ang team ni Duterte, they are called the PDP Laban Plus 2. Philippine Laban Plus 2. Dahil po ang Philippine Laban Party, they have a total of 10 candidates, and vacancies ngayon for senatorial post is 12. So kulang sila ng dalawa. And just recently, si Inday Sara Duterte, the Vice President of the Philippines, who is also the elder daughter of Tatay Digong, endorse itong representative, si Congresswoman Camille Villar, and re-electionist Senator Amy Marcos. So, si Inday Sara Duterte is asking her followers, those who support the Duterte, or those who support her father, they have to, he urged to include, to give their votes to Representative Camille Villar and re-electionist Amy Marcos. And just recently po, dahil mayroon na endorsement lumabas sa TV, si Inday Sara is endorsing or has endorsed si Camille Villar, yesterday or the other day, ang si President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos has issued a directive to, sabihin natin po, to investigate the complaints raised by the people in San Jose, Bulacan, about the Prime Water Company, no? Supplying water in Bulacan. Dahil marami daw mga complain, shortage of water, marumi daw ang water, and a lot of things, no? A lot of things. And immediately, si Bongbong Marcos issued a directive to the authorities concerned to immediately conduct a probe or investigate and address this problem immediately. Timing po, malapit na election. This situation, apparently, based on what we heard from the mainstream media and as well as from the social media, this complaint has been going on for months po. And the Marcos administration did not take any action. I just want to check. May volume ba tayo? Can you hear me? No? Because I'm using a mic now. I don't know kung may ano tayo. If wala tayong audio, kindly inform me, no? Dito na lang sa comment section. Pero kung mayroon, then it's okay. It's okay. So, mayroon tayo, no? Wala tayong problema. Alright. So, thank you very much for informing me. Alright. Yun po ang complaint. Matagal na po. Pero, bakit ngayon lang po? Bakit ngayon lang ang Marcos administration is taking action? So, is this another politically motivated? And of course, dahil po sa, sabihin natin, advertisement, political advertisement wherein Inday Sara Duterte endorse si Camille, anong ibig sabihin nito po? Marcos instructed to investigate itong prime water. And who owns the prime water? The prime water po. The prime water is owned by the Villars, ang tatay ni Camille. Ano ba ito? Political revenge? Or another threat to Camille and say, you see, you try to be funny with me, and this is it that you're going to get. Yun po ang mga feelings, no? Mga feelings ng mga Duterte supporters po. Mga Duterte supporters. But according to Malacanang, according to the palace, it is not politically motivated. It's only but proper for the administration or the government or ang gobyerno po to listen to the complaint of the public. So if you look at it, tama din. Di ba? Pero ang problema lang dyan po, itong sitwasyon po, according to the mainstream media and ang social media natin po, matagal na itong complaint. And nothing. Ang Marcos administration did not take any action. But why ngayon lang po? 2 weeks na lang para sa midterm election. Bakit ngayon lang they are taking action? They are taking action. So yun po. It's up to you. Kayo na bahala to think about it. Alright, let's continue with the news. He came from an influential family in Davao City, which is why I did not immediately take action against him. According to the complainant, na si Representative Polong Duterte came from a very influential family sa Davao, and that is the reason why he did not immediately file a complaint. It happened last February 23 pa po. Last February 23 pa. So, bakit ngayon lang? Dahil takot daw siya po, no? Because he came from, or the respondent came from a very influential family. So, kayo na bahala po, no? It took 3 months. It took 3 months for him to realize and finally decide to make a complaint. Later on, I'm going to show you itong video clip, so itong report sa Manila po o sa mainstream media po regarding itong issue. But if you will ask me, I'm not there. I'm just basing on itong mga reports that I am receiving. But if you will ask me, I don't think so that Representative Polong Duterte will do foolish things, knowing the fact that since last year, hanggang ngayon po, since last year or 2 years ago, no, na hot issue na talaga ang pamilya nila. Nag-away-away na ang si President Bongbong Marcos at saka si Inday Sara Duterte, no? And nakita natin closure of the SMNI network, ang arrest ni Pastor Kibuloy, ang impeachment of Inday Sara Duterte, tapos itong kaso ni Tatay Digong sa ICC. Ang gobyerno really assisted in the issuance or in the implementation of the warrant of arrest issued by ICC against Tatay Digong. So clearly, it shows that mayroon demolition job to delete entirely the name of the Dutertes in the political arena in the Philippines. Dahil po, one of the reasons is ang midterm election this month and the forthcoming presidential election that is on 2028. Bakit sa 28, malayo pang 28, takot na sila? Dahil po, if you look at the situation now, si Inday Sara Duterte is the most highly potential candidate, and not only candidate, potential winner in the presidential election come 2028. Mayroon din, relative si Bongbong Marcos or President Bongbong Marcos, who is also forecasting, looking at the top position of the country on 2028. And that is no other than si Congressman ang House of Representative Speaker, si Congressman or Representative Martin Romualdez. Unfortunately, si Martin Romualdez, ang approval and trust rating of Martin Romualdez, mababa talaga. And of course, ang trust rating and approval rating also of Bongbong Marcos, nag-dive talaga. And on the contrary, despite all these accusations, labeling against Inday Sara Duterte, the approval and trust rating of Inday Sara Duterte is not surprising, tumaas talaga po. Hanggang ngayon. Shoutout muna tayo kay Irma R. Fernandez, who is watching ang programa natin na ngayon po, Sabado, May 3rd. Good afternoon to you, Irma, and hope everything is running smoothly dyan po sa bahay ninyo, ang buhay ninyo, and God bless to each and every one of you at home. Okay, let's move forward itong programa natin. Next that I'm going to give you, before giving you ang mga video clips po, no? I also want to pass this, sabihin natin, very important news article published also in the Inquirer.network, dyan sa Pilipinas. Sorry, kasi nag-ubo-ubo tayo. And now, I want to share with you this news article, and the title of the news article, printed or published dyan po sa Inquirer sa Manila. The title of the news article is Duterte Lawyer Questions ICC Jurisdiction, Sick in His Release. Right? Although I mentioned this news already yesterday, but for those who did manage to listen to this news, ito po para sa inyo. And just for your information, why I'm doing this program daily, it is because I'm very concerned about ang Filipino community dito po sa Malaysia, particularly dito sa Sabah is Malaysia, and very specific dito po sa Kota Kinabalu. We have a lot of Filipinos dito po, and I believe and I know that mga Filipinos legally and working dito po, no? They are working and they don't have enough time to watch live from Monday to Friday. So that is the reason why I'm doing this thing, and they can replay this during their free time. Ngayon, Sabado, sa palagay ko po, maraming tayong mga Filipinos who are watching itong programa natin po, because it is very important for our countrymen dito sa Sabah, to know what is happening sa Pilipinas po and what is happening sa Filipino community dito sa Sabah po, no? And getting this kind of informations will in many ways also help them decide and elect the rightful civil servants natin po, elected civil servants natin po dyan sa Pilipinas during the midterm election. Alright, let me read you this news article. As what I said, ang title po is Duterte Lawyers Question ICC Jurisdiction, Seek His Release. Lahat mga tao po, mga Pilipinos, karamihan ng mga Pilipinos, gusto return back home. Tatay Digong since day one. Since Tatay Digong was, according to the Philippine government, they surrendered Tatay Digong. But according to the Duterte side, it was kidnapped. Tatay Digong was kidnapped and brought to handed over to the custody of the International Criminal Court, and until now he's still under the custody of the International Criminal Court or ICC. The defense team of Rodrigo Roa Duterte has asked a pre-trial court of the International Criminal Court to order the immediate and unconditional release of the former president because the Hague-based tribunal supposedly has no jurisdiction to investigate and to litigate the drug war killings. According to a 38-page document released on Thursday, lawyer Nicholas Kaufman, who leads Duterte's defense team, told the pretrial chamber, PTC1, that his client should not be put on trial at the ICC. He pointed to the prosecution's failure to justify that the court was lawfully allowed to look into the alleged crimes against humanity even after the Philippines effectively revoked its memberships from the Rome Statute in 2019. The prosecutor has never demonstrated that the court was legally authorized to exercise jurisdiction after the Philippines' effective withdrawal from the Rome Statute, read part of the Duterte's team's challenge with the respect of jurisdiction. It noted that as a consequence, all procedural steps taken in the investigation and subsequently in the case against Duterte lack legal foundation and should be nullified. The Philippines' withdrawal from the Rome Statute, the 2002 treaty establishing the ICC on Duterte's order after the ICC prosecutor Fatou said in February 2018 that she would hold a preliminary examination into the so-called war on drugs that left thousands of people dead. The duty to continue the investigation was passed on to the predecessor, currently ICC prosecutor Karin Khan. Yon po, no? But for the defense, the preconditions for the exercise of jurisdiction as stipulated in Article 12 of the Rome Statute were not met. Under Article 12, states that are not a party to the statute shall accept the court's jurisdiction and cooperate with the court. Yan po. Ito ang latest developments, news na nakuha natin po dyan sa, sabihin natin, dyan po sa Pilipinas. Alright, let's go back sa case ni Polong Duterte, ang District 1 Congressman sa Davao. As what I said, it was the case, the incident happened last February 23, and bakit ngayon lang po nag-complain ang complainant? Is it politically motivated or what? But anyway, let's listen to this report po. I'm going to share with you. Anong number niya is 206. 206 po. Let's listen and kayo na bahala maghusga. Kung sino ba ang ayun na ang opinion ninyo po. Nandito, let's listen to this.
Ngayon sa physical injuries at grave threats complaints si Davao City 1st District Representative Paulo Pulong Duterte. Ito ay matapos siyang sampahan ng reklamo ng isa umanong businessman na nagngangalang Cristone John Patria Moreno, taga Davao City. Ayon sa nagreklamo, ginulpi, pinagmumura at pinagbantaan umano siya ni Congressman Duterte. Sinasabing nangyari ang insidente sa loob ng isang bar sa Davao City noong February 23, 2025. Hindi na umano kumuha ng medical certificate si Moreno matapos ang pangyayari dahil sa sobrang takot, pero nakuhanan umano ng closed circuit television ang insidente. Kasunod nito, kumalat sa social media ang isang CCTV footage na tila may kaugnayan sa insidente. Wala pang pahayag kaugnay ng video ang Philippine National Police. Tila inaasahan naman na ni Congressman Pulong ang reklamo at iginiit na sanay na siya rito.
Ayun na, lumabas na, di ba? Oo, lumabas na. So, kung hindi ka matalo sa ayuda, matalo ka sa kasuhan, taka. Okay. That's the new politics of the Philippines right now. Dirty politics. Sanay na tayo dyan.
Gayunman, wala pa umano siyang natatanggap na kopya ng reklamo. Ipinauubaya na rin niya sa mga taga Davao City ang desisyon kung iboboto siyang muli sa paparating na halalan.
Ako mga kaigsunan tapawin nyo, karon nakakita na po mo video, tugay-tugay na nanahitabo. Sige lang, inyo hagyapong desisyon kung kinsa inyong butuhon sa inyong pagka-congressman sa unang distrito. Di ko magbuot o niya giingnan po ko sa abogado kay hantod karon ila pang i-authenticate kung asa gikan ang video. So kay murag nauna man og file ana sa butok sa IDG ba. Nauna file sa CIDG ang testimony ang affidavit sa social media usa sa piskal, so di ko kara himo og statement ana kay wala pa may kadawat o dokumento na gipailan ko kaso.
Alright, yan po, narinig niyo po, and you saw ang video clip, what happened dyan sa bar, sa isang bar dyan sa Davao last February 23. And sabi ni Congressman Pulong, obviously parang he knows already na this is trying to convince ang mga voters sa Davao na ganito ang congressman ninyo, huwag nyo kayo i-boto kay Pulong. Kaya nga sabi ni Congressman or Representative Pulong Duterte, sa inyo na yan po, nakita ninyo ang video na kayo nang bahala when it comes to kanino magbigay kayo ang boto, sa kanya ba o sa kanyang kalaban. Prangkang-prangka talaga si Congressman Pulong. Shoutout muna tayo kay Bong Sebastian, who is also watching my program. Thank you very much, Bong, for watching. And if I'm not mistaken, ito si Sir Bong Sebastian, nandyan yun po sa Maynila. Another shoutout tayo kay Beroya Margarita, who is also watching ang program natin dito sa NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. Also to Mary Lo Pentojo, who is also watching ang programa natin. So stay tuned lang kayo po dito sa channel natin po, because I'm going to share with you some video clips para at least you won't be blared when it comes to what is happening po dyan sa Pilipinas, especially ang political activities or scenario natin, because it's another 9 days na lang po, 9 days na lang tapos election na. Ang mga overseas Filipinos, anytime you can start voting through online, and let me remind you, kung pwede lang po, i-boto natin po according to our conscience. And if you believe na you are making a very good choice, pwede din nyo po, mag-text kayo, mag-call kayo sa mga relatives niyo sa Pilipinas who are also qualified voters, and let them know that you are going for this political party, for this particular candidates. And remember, sabi ang nakingi si Tatay Digong dyan sa detention center ng ICC, kung pwede go for straight votes, lahat ang mga kandidato ng PDP laban para wala tayong problema pagdating sa when they start doing their responsibilities as leaders of the country, ang implementation of development projects will be properly or will not be delayed dahil when it comes to votation, grupo nila yun po and they have the number. So, yun po. And the other thing din, sabi ang PDP laban, kailangan ng straight votes dahil if you don't want to see Inday Sara Duterte to be impeached, Kasi itong impeachment trial ni Inday Duterte, which will jumpstart on July 30, no? It is a game of numbers. It is politically motivated, whether we like it or not. No? It is a political exercise. It is a political exercise. So, sino mas maraming boto? Acquittal ba? Or impeachment talaga? Then yun po will be followed. So, kung karamihan ng mga senator, supporter ni Tatay Digong, no? And a supporter of Inday Sara Duterte, definitely, they will vote for no. So, in other words, si Inday Sara will not be impeached. So, kailangan yon. At the same time, parehas din yun po ang alliance ng Bagong Pilipinas. Si Bongbong Marcos is calling ang mga supporters niya to go straight voting po sa mga kandidato ng alyansa ng Pilipinas para sa bagong alyansa para sa Bagong Pilipinas. So kayo nang bahala po, no? Kayo nang bahala po when it comes to because that is your right, that is your right, and nobody should dictate your choice. Para if we made a wrong choice, then it is only us to be blamed. We cannot blame other people. We cannot blame. And remember, Filipinos are not for nothing. Our vote is not for sale. Remember that. And always remember, to the candidates, I would like to remind you, ang mga Filipinos has matured when it comes to politics po. So, it's not that easy to bully them, to sabihin natin, convince them to support your candidacy, no? By giving empty promises. Matured na po ang mga Filipinos, ang mga voters sa Pilipinas. Alright? Now, okay, let's move on. Now, let's talk about, remember, si Senator Amy Marcos is doing this hearing. 3 beses na po ang hearing ng Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs. And, yeah, she started ang hearing, 3 hearing na po, no? About whether there was a violation, a violation against Tatay Digong when he was arrested. He was, sabi ang gobyerno, surrendered to the ICC, but ang Duterte was saying he was kidnapped. Was there any human rights violation? And was the procedure was carried out legally? Was carried out legally. 3 hearings na yan po. And yesterday, sino ito? Si Amy Marcos submitted na po ang findings niya dyan po sa Ombudsman. And she is requesting Ombudsman to conduct an investigation itong mga tao involved in the, sabihin natin po, arrest or serving of the arrest warrant to Tatay Digong last March 11. Last March 11. Let's listen to this. Saan tayo, ha? 139. Let's listen to this.
Sa anumang resulta
Hold on,
ng
ha?
impeachment trial.
Saan na yun? Ito, 113. 113. You hold on, ha?
Asa si Senator Amy Marcos na itutuloy ng Office of the Ombudsman ang investigasyon sa mga opisyal na anyay sangkot sa pag-aresto kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Kahapon, formal nang hiniling ni Senator Amy sa Ombudsman na siyasatin ang issue. Personal na dinala ng chairperson ng Senate Committee on Foreign Relations sa tanggapan ng Ombudsman ang chairman's report batay sa 3 Senate hearings ng komite. Inirekomenda niya ang pagsampa ng reklamo laban kina Justice Secretary Crispin Remulla at ang kapatid nito na si Interior and Local Government Secretary John Vic Remulla. Kabilang din sina Philippine National Police o PNP Chief General Romel Marbil, PNP Criminal Investigation Detection Group o CIDG Chief Major General Nicolas Torre III at si Special Envoy on Transnational Crime Ambassador Marcos Lacanilao.
inaasahan ko na yung ating mahal na ombudsman ay tuluyang imbestigahan kasi nga hinaharang ito sa Senado. Nahihirapan kami na kumuha ng testigo at sana kung kinakailangan patawanan ng kaso at parusa.
Okay, yun po, narinig ninyo po, no? Si Senator Amy Marcos. Now, let's see po, what will be the updates, no? I will continue to monitor itong story dyan po sa Pilipinas, and I will make sure that once I will get ang latest information or updates po, I will make sure that kayo, mga followers ko, dyan po sa, or dito po sa NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico, I will make sure that you will immediately be updated or informed. Now, the next topic that I want to touch is on the, si Inday Sara Duterte visited Zamboanga City yesterday. Yon campaign rally niya, and he was supporting the kandidato ni Timer Olaso, the Red Team, they call it the Red Team po, sa Zamboanga. And being supported itong Red Team po, si former mayor and former congressman of Zamboanga City, si Celso Lobregat. And ang kandidato nila, District 1 congressman, incumbent, si Timer Olaso, is now eyeing for the post of mayor dyan sa Zamboanga. And ang kanyang vice mayor is the former mayor and former woman of Zamboanga City also. Very big family, and I'm referring to Ben Limaco Salazar. And mayroon siyang, they have the congressman for District 1 to replace Timer Olaso. Is, ano ba ito, kapatid ba ito, or cousin? I am referring to Kaiser Olaso. Sa District 2 na naman, malaking pamilya ito, and I'm referring to si Jerry Perez for congressman. So, kahapon, nandyan po si Inday Sara Duterte, and ang daming tao po, nag-attend ang campaign rally ng Timer Olaso sa group, dahil nandyan po si Inday Sara Duterte. And ang kalaban to be fair lang, I have to mention also, ang kalaban ng grupo ng Red Team ay itong grupo ni Manix Dalipe. And who is Manix Dalipe? Manix Dalipe is the incumbent majority leader sa Kongreso po, sa Kongreso, House of Representatives, si Manix Dalipe. And he is also the District 2 incumbent congressman. And now, since he is already graduating, he will be, he's now eyeing for the post of mayor dyan sa Zamboanga City to replace his younger brother, si John Dalipe. John Dalipe is vacating the post as a mayor. He will not defend his seat, but he will go up to the position of a congressman dyan sa District 2. So, medyo, maganda itong kalaban, ang fight dyan po sa Zamboanga. Mayroon din tayo mga, sabihin natin, dalawa pang kandidato, independent candidate. Mayroon si Pete Natividad and somebody like Negrete, something like that. I'm sorry, hanggang dyan na lang na I managed to remember. But anyway, all the candidates sa Zamboanga po, be it a mayor, vice mayor, congressman po, both district 1 and 2 po, they're highly qualified. And kayo na bahala, mga botante sa Zamboanga, to choose kung kanino ang boto that you're going to give. But always remember, go for vote according to your conscience. In the event na gusto natin po, tatlong congressman po, sa Zamboanga City, para malaki ang pondo natin, more development sa mayroon sa Zamboanga po, mayroon na naman, kasi si Timer Olaso is a Zamboangueño, si Manis Dalipe is a Zamboangueño. Ang third, if you want to put, we have another third congressman po, mayroon din tayo kandidato, kandidato who is also a Zamboangueño. sa Mongueño. But it's not, since wala tayo District 1, District 3, nandito siya pa sa party list. And ang party list niya po, the first time, mayroon party list sa Zamboanga, and ang pangalan ng party list niya po is SSS, GSIS Pensionado party list. And the first nominee po is no other than si Rolando Rolly Ledesma Makasait. If you're going to ask me about Rolando Rolly Ledesma Makasait, I can tell you po, he's a good material po. He's a good material. And he's a Samongueño. And education-wise, achievements, wala tayong problema po. Highly educated yon, bright yon po. And when it comes to work experience, wala din tayong problema kay Rolando Rolly Makasait dahil po he already hold the different high position sa gobyerno po. Sa central bank pa, and then he became also the president of SSS and the president, chairman of GSIS. Wala tayong problema. And siya po ang Samongueño talaga. So, if you ask me, kung pwede lang, ako, I would recommend na kung pwede, lagyan natin po si Rolando Rolly Makasait, Ledesma Makasait, lagyan natin po sa kanya sa Kongreso. I-try natin. First time, may party list tayo. Try natin po. If he will not perform well, then we will just tell him, I'm sorry, or we are sorry. We have to remove you. We will not support your candidacy the next time around. Para sa akin po, maganda ang material when we talk about putting Zamboanga City sa Kongreso. Ito na po, si Rolando Rolly Makasait. But at the end of the day, kayong bahala. Kayong bahala. Suggestion ko lang yan po. Recommendation ko lang yan po. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Ang next topic po tungkol, since si Sara Duterte nandiyan sa Zamboanga, mayroon na nag-interview sa kanya regarding sa impeachment niya po. Let's listen. Let's listen ang statement ni Inday Sara Duterte when it comes to yon impeachment niya that will start on July 30. Nandito po. Let's listen to this. Hold on, ha?
Ito ang binigyang diin ngayon ni Vice President Sara Duterte nang muling tanungin tungkol sa kanyang impeachment. Ayon sa pangalawang Pangulo, hindi na niya ito iniisip dahil ipinauubayan na niya ang preparasyon para rito sa kanyang legal team.
I've not been thinking about that. I leave it up to the lawyers to prepare for the impeachment. They've been preparing for it since the moment one of the members of the House of Representatives announced that there will be an impeachment, and that was October 2023. So right now, I leave it up to the lawyers.
Mariinding sinabi ng Vice Presidente na payapa siya kahit siya'y maabswelto o mapatunayang may sala sa nasabing trial.
No, as I said in the stage earlier, I will not talk about my impeachment because people might think that this is about my interest. I told them that you just leave the impeachment to me, and I am at peace. I am at peace whatever the outcome of the impeachment trial will be, whether it be acquitted or guilty. I have already accepted that. The two possibilities.
Sa mga naunang pahayag ni VP Duterte, sinabi nito na tiwala siya sa legal team na humahawak ng napipintong impeachment case laban sa kanya. Tiwala rin ang abogado niya na kaya nilang maipanalo ang kinakaharap na impeachment case ng pangalawang Pangulo. Jet Neresina.
Alright, yun po, narinig niyo po ang statement, I'm at peace. Maskin anong outcome ng trial ni Inday Sara Duterte, sabi niya, I'm at peace. I already accepted. Acquittal ba or hindi acquittal, she is accepting it already po. Walang problema, sabi niya. That's why she don't want to talk much about itong sabihin natin impeachment when she was asked by a foreign media man sa Zamboanga, yesterday. Yan po, dyan sa Zamboanga. Now, she was also asked another issue regarding itong, ano ba ito? Regarding itong rice. Regarding itong rice. So, nandito po, let's listen to the statement of Inday Sara Duterte regarding the rice issue. Hold on, You hold on. 159. Rice issue, saan yan? Rice issue, Inday Sara, 216. Nandito, let's listen.
Isang pangakong hindi kayang ibigay. Ganito inilarawan ni Vice President Sara Duterte ang 20 pesos na bigas na proyekto ng kasalukuyang administrasyon. Sa isang kampanya kahapon sa Zamboanga City, makikitang nakaitim na damit si VP Sara. Aniya simbolo ito ng kanyang pakikidalamhati, hindi dahil sa trahedya kundi dahil sa aniyay pag-abuso sa kahirapan ng mga Pilipino.
Kaya nga ako nakaitim ngayon, araw na ito sa kampanya namin dahil nalulungkot talaga ako. Nagluluksa ako kasi pinaglalaruan yung mga tao na walang-wala. Pinaglalaruan yung mga mahihirap na hindi lang isang beses, hindi lang dalawa, paulit-ulit na sinasamantala yung desperation, hunger, and poverty sa ating bayan.
Ayon pa sa pangalawang Pangulo, ang pagtigil sa pagbebenta ng 20 pesos kada kilo ng bigas ay patunay na isa lamang itong pangakong hindi kayang tuparin at marahil ay bahagi ng panlulokong may kinalaman sa eleksyon.
Malamang ma'am kasi hindi nila kaya talaga yan ibigay ng totoo yung 20 pesos ang kilo ng bigas. Kaya nila napatigil yan, kaya nila tinigil yan kasi alam nila na hindi talaga nila kaya ito. Subukan nila mag-promise na naman ulit na alam nilang hindi nila kaya ibigay.
Ngunit naunang inanunsyo ng Department of Agriculture na pansamantalang itinigil ang pagbebenta ng 20 pesos kada kilo ng bigas bilang pagsunod sa 10 araw na ayuda ba ng Commission on Elections. Paliwanag naman ng COMELEC, ang pagbebenta ng mura o subsidized na bigas ay maikokonsidera ring ayuda. Kaya kasama ito sa ipinatutupad ng komisyon na total ban sa lahat ng ayuda ng pamahalaan hanggang May 12 araw ng eleksyon. Wala pang komentaryo ang Malacanang sa bagong pahayag na ito ni VP Sara. Jet Neres.
Alright, yun po ang statement ni Inday Sara regarding itong 20 pesos rice per kilo program po. So, they launched it on May 1st, Labor Day, and they managed to sell a few bags doon sa Cebu, and they said na mag-start ang official distribution of the rice the following day, yon po sa May 2nd. But according to COMELEC, they did not grant ang request ng Department of Agriculture to exempt ang distribution of rice during the campaign period or during the election po. Kasi ban yon po, any subsidized items, no? Considered as ayuda, and it is banned from May 2nd hanggang May 12, midnight. So, hindi pwede. They cannot sell that rice. So, rice, according to DA, they are going to distribute it only after the election. And that could be maybe May 13 or kailan they have to make that official announcement pa. No? Official announcement pa. Mayroon mga concerns sa mga consumers, although nakita during May 1st or prior to May 1st, I think it was July 30 yata, na may sampling ang DA, no? Ang DA secretary, they cook the rice, they eat, and show to the public that it is fit for human consumption. No? And during the May or Labor Day celebration, some media outlets reporters also featured itong mga rise, and yun na nga, they say may mga ano ba yun, how do you say it, may hindi na I don't know how to say it sa Tagalog, no? But they believe that it is fit for human consumption. See? And it's just a matter of just watching it and then you cook it. Yun po. Other comments ng mga tao po, especially mga very concerned kasi election na po, no? Bakit sa mga plastic, ha? Yung naglagay ng mga bigas to be sold to the people, nandoon ang retrato at saka ang pangalan ni President Bongbong Marcos. Ha? President Bongbong Marcos. Kung pwede daw si Bongbong Marcos, siguro pagdating sa ibang probinsya, baka maglagay din ng retrato ng mga ibang government officials o politicians po. Ha? Politicians po. So, let's see po. Let's see anong mga updates po regarding itong issue. But so far, walang benta, no? Maskin sa Kadiwa centers, walang benta ng 20 pesos per kilo rice. Ngayon, hanggang May 12. After May 12, pwede na. Pwede na po. Tapos na ang election. Ha? I was also made to understand that, nag-start na ang deployment of police personnel, thousands of them, sa mga diferente or nationwide, to make sure that we are going to have a peaceful, smooth, and orderly midterm election. Right? So siguro po dito na lang ang programa natin, NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico, and kung any updates mayroon ako, I will make sure that you are going to get it by tomorrow. So with this, once again, si Nico Fabian would like to say thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Malaysia, Sabah, the Philippines, God bless us all. Vote according to your conscience, and I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.